I got to ask now. It just reminded me. Have you guys ever gone full Karen? Have you guys ever needed to like ask for the manager?
I don't think so.
Joey, don't answer that.
Don't push the answer.
I could legitimately say no, but of course the entire fucking audience is going to be like, copium. But like, legitimately, no, I haven't. Like, I'm not the kind of person to like go to a restaurant and be like, well, my soup is 20 minutes late. You know, I don't fucking care.
I don't know. I feel like I normally try to like, when I'm talking in those situations, I normally try to build up some rapport with the person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And they'll normally be like, yo, listen, nothing can be done. And I'll be like, I mean, I'll take your word for it.
Like, you know, I feel there's like, if there is a problem with some kind of service or, you know, situation, there's only so much that I know the manager can do anyway. So I'm just like, don't even bother. Like, I'll fold. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not a life or death situation.
In that situation, I'd be tempted to, but even then, I'm so lazy that I'm like, all right, I guess.
I also don't want to cause a scene. You know, even though I'm perfectly in the right to cause a scene because I'm the one getting fucked over. Like, there's a part of me that's just like, no, I don't want to like be the asshole.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever. No,
I never have, but I mean, I don't think like, I don't know. It's weird because like if you cause a scene, sometimes you get what you want.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, right?
Because it's like, I'd just rather not.
I've been in situations
where
you
just treat me like a human being.
I've been in situations where I've been in like a restaurant or whatever, and I've seen someone else cause a scene, and they get what they want. And I'm just like, what an asshole.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, it's because I hardly ever go full Karen, but I've seen it work. I just like I don't have the ability to do that myself.
Yeah.
Because I remember like on this trip back to England, there was this point where we were on a night out, and we were with all our friends, right? And Sydney was tired, and so like I took her home like earlier. Everyone else went on drinking, and eventually they ended up in a casino, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, cool, I'm not tired yet. Is it cool if I go out to, you know, continue with my mates and continue drinking and have fun? And then I was like, yeah. Sydney was already passed out, so I was like, cool, I'm just going to go.
Please make noise if you object.
Don't hear anything.
And so there was a sizable group inside the casino.
Yeah.
So I get there, and I want to go in, and there's a bouncer at the door. And he's just like, sorry, you can't come in unless you remember. And I was just like, but I know you've let plenty of other people in because my entire friend group is in there.
Yeah.
And my entire friend group is in there, and they weren't members.
Yeah.
So what's happening with that? And he was like, oh, you know, he was like, sorry, no members right now. No entry right now unless you remember.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I know, like, I know he can let me in, you know, like it's not like a massive casino. And the thing is, I see people walking out, you know, I see like plenty of people walking out, and I like, you know, when you can tell like that there's a bouncer who just wants to go on a power trip.
Oh yeah.
Like you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Of course.
I knew it wasn't like the busiest place in London or whatever. It was a place that I knew the bouncer was just trying to be an asshole because I could clearly see there were people walking in and out. Right? And there were people that were going out and saying that they were leaving. And so I was just like, okay, what is the right angle to go for to try and get myself in, right?
Because you want to see your friends, right?
Yeah, because I really want to see my friends because the night wasn't even like that late. And
was it like a Saturday or something? Like was it a Saturday or like a Tuesday?
I believe it was a Sunday.
Oh. I can understand maybe if it was a Saturday, it was really busy, you know, they maybe want to limit it to customers they know are going to spend a shit ton of money.
Well, it wasn't even like that busy, right?
No, it wasn't even that busy.
Yeah, so it's just being a dick.
Yeah. Because I'm like, okay, I got to at least try to get in, right?
Yeah.
Because if I don't get in, I didn't get to say goodbye to my friends and like my night's over. So I'm going to at least like try to get in. And of course I don't go full Karen. I try to go for
75%.
Like so I go for the friendly approach, you know, like
you got to start from like the moment one, right?
The rapport approach, right? The rapport approach,
the Didas approach.
Yeah, the Didas approach.
There's nothing wrong with like being like trying to explain, like just, you know, maybe if there's not like a giant line behind you, like listen, I want to see my friends. They're all in there.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't let me in,
calmly
I'm not
explain
gonna,
the situation.
I'll be like, look, mate, like I understand that you don't want like a big group of like strangers coming in or whatever at this time of the hour. You know, I get that. You know, you're just like, you got some rules that you need to follow and everything like that. Look, I'll be honest. I'm just one guy. I'm not local around here because I've literally flown in from Japan just to hang out with my mates, and I don't get this chance often.
Yeah.
And I was just like
The sympathy approach.
because I was like, dude, I'm not here to like ruin your night. I'm not here to like, I will spend fucking money there. You know, I know you just don't want some fucking random dickhead just like walking in and everything like that. I am not that random dickhead. I'm not drunk. You know, I'm like a good.
I'm a good boy.
I'm a good boy.
I
Okay.
can attest. Scott is very well behaved.
Yeah.
He's very, very well behaved.
definitely.
like I was trying to be as well fucking spoken as possible. This was like me like putting on like the tuxedo, like it's the Winnie the Pooh
100.
speech 100, but like fucking hell, this guy just was not having it. Like
Right.
he was like,
Some bouncers are like that. They're just like, you know,
he was like, no,
they're not having it.
Like because the thing is, he would not even have a conversation with me. Like he was like, no.
I can get it because they probably deal with like some really fucking awful.
I get it. I get it.
But at the same time, it's like sometimes you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm not the problem here, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not the one causing you problems.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
maybe I am by talking to you too much.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, look, and, you know, and eventually I was just like, you know, fine. I guess my night's over. And then one of my friends comes out, right? And she sees what's going on. She's like, what's going on here? And I was like, they have some rules, and the bouncer's just like not communicating with me at all. I don't think there's any way to get in. And she's like, bet. She's like, Karen mode activate.
You're right.
And like there was like an instant like 50 like an instant switch to be like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Like, do you know that he's getting married in a month?
I thought she was gonna be like, do you know who he is?
Yeah.
He's the Anime Zone, the greatest YouTuber.
And she goes and she's able to just like go on this like somehow.
Yeah.
She's
This guy's probably want to get rid of her. He's like,
yeah.
It's fuck off.
It's like this fucking 5-minute rant, right? It's like, you know, it's like, you know, when like Senator Armstrong is just like standing there and like Ryan's just like fucking like pulling the punches and he's just
Not
like,
budging.
Yeah, he's not budging, but like after about 5 minutes, he's just like, fine, you can go in. I was just like, that worked? That worked? I thought being like the nice guy would work, but just like fucking like go like just like
No.
like just going full Karen and just like calling for the manager and just like not letting up, that works sometimes.
I know, I think that's the thing, right? It's like, I think the reason why I don't go Karen mode like ever is because I've been on the other side of that before, like when I used to work at like a bar.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, I still remember this dickhead to this day. But like, it was this absolute knobhead who like he came in. I was working when I was working up at the ski fields. I was working behind a bar some nights, and you know I had to pour like beers and shit and whatever.
Yeah.
But then of course this dickhead walks in with like 10 of his mates, right? And he was like, and he said, "Oi, can you come here for a second?
Yeah.
Can you come here for a second?" And I was like, "Oh, you're talking to me? All right, yeah, whatever. That's a bit weird." And then he's like, "Can we get 20 B-52s, please?" And to explain what a B-52 is, it's this liqueur shot that's 3 layers, right?
Yeah.
And so the layering shit, I don't if you've ever made layering stuff, you got to like slowly pour it
otherwise
at the
it
back of a
mixes.
spoon,
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
it mixes, right?
Yeah.
So in other words, making one of these takes a long time.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you want to make it look nice, right? And this motherfucker was like, 20 of them, please. And I was like, okay, sure. I was the only one at the bar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, all right, I better start fucking slaving away at it then. But, you know, because it's, you know, a restaurant, right? And
Yeah.
like a bar, I want it
Yeah.
to like look nice. I'm not just going to fucking pour it in, right?
Yeah.
I start pouring, you know, a couple of them. And then around like the third one that I'm making, this dickhead just walks into the bar and he was like, "Oi, where the fuck are the B-52s?" He was like, "Get your manager." And I was like, "Motherfucker, you want to make it? You want to be my guest? Be my guest, dickhead. Make it right now. You want to make it any faster than me? Do you want them or not? You haven't even paid for it yet. I don't even have to make it for you." And so, of course, but you know, that's what I said in my head, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
on the
yeah.
outside, I was like, "I'll get the manager right away." So then the manager.
I am the manager.
So then I call the manager over, and she's like this Japanese lady, right? But like, you know, who looks really nice on the outside, but on the inside, she's like a reverse Karen.
Because she has to deal with like.
She has to deal with dickheads like this, right?
Yeah.
So then she comes out and, this nice, like, short Japanese lady comes out and she's like, oh, what seems to be the problem? And, this guy starts going off being like, yeah, so he's fucking taking forever making these drinks, like we've been waiting forever. By forever, they mean like, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. And I've never seen someone go reverse Karen on a customer before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And she was just like, excuse me, do you want to make these? I don't think so. So give him some fucking time.
I love videos of like the employees of fast food places.
Just being like, and she was just like, she literally was like, get out.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. Fucking too right.
Yeah, and he was, going off and being like, this is the worst place ever, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't give a fuck, get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out right now.
Yeah,
and I was like, because I was like fucking too shy and like scared to like say anything. So in the back, I was like, yeah, fuck, get him. Get him. So I've been in that situation before.
Yeah.
So I think every time, I'm in a situation where, perhaps something is late or, where most people would want to go Karen mode in some situations. I always remember that situation. I'm like, no, I don't want to be that dickhead.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Well, because like the part of the reason that because I got like slightly annoyed at the bouncer wasn't because of the fact that he wasn't letting me in, but because like he just refused to like engage with me at all. Because
I
like
wouldn't explain it to you.
Yeah, he just wouldn't explain it to me because like I could tell he was just like he probably had a bad day or something, or I don't fucking know, but like he just wanted to exert his power upon someone. Like I could feel that energy because like I've been to like places before where you talk to the bouncer and they explain to you like, look mate, it's full mate. There's nothing I can do. Like and I would
like
be
they're
like
like trying to help you.
Yeah,
right?
I'd be like, I get it because I'm a human as well. But like he was like, nah, gotta prioritize our members. And I was looking around. I was like thinking,
whoa,
what fucking members? It's you and me. I was like, there is no line here. There is no line. There's no line of people waiting to come up. I know for a fact because after I went in, the casino was like 90% empty. So I was just like, what? I was just like, this is an asshole being an asshole, and this is like the only thing that could beat an asshole is a Karen, and like
unstoppable force, it's an immovable object. Those YouTube videos where they're like, just like bribe your way into everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you want an upgrade at a hotel room? Just slip the person $50.
Yeah.
I've always thought about stuff like that because I'm like, I'd love to be able to have the slickness and the coolness to pull that shit off. But I'm just thinking like, how do I discreetly just give you like £10 in a way that like doesn't make me look fucking stupid? What if you say no to me, right? And then I'm like, oh, give me a second. Just pull out 10 notes. Can I come in?
please.
Like, can I come in now? Like, I would have to preemptively give him some money. And at that point, what if no one else paid money to get in, and I'm the asshole who gave him £10?
Yeah.
And alternatively, what if you go to like that whole? I see all those fucking TikToks of just give your hotel checking person $50. Like, it's like, okay, what if the hotel's just actually full? Like you actually just gave them $50 and you're a dickhead.
I've seen that before though, where like I saw a guy at like a club or like a bar or something, who like did like the whole dickhead being like pulls out a 20 and like puts it into the the bouncer's like pocket, and the bouncer looks at it and he's like, all right, give me a second. I'm going to go talk to the manager about it. And he goes in, he comes out and he's like, sorry, we're full. and then everyone in the lines just starts laughing, being like, what a dickhead.
See, I've seen it work and not work.
Yeah.
I've seen
when it doesn't work, it's hilarious.
But that to me, it's like, all right, the benefits don't outweigh the absolute humility of getting rejected. Trying to offer money to someone to get into something.
Yeah, it's like you not only lost money, but you also didn't get what you wanted.
There's some people who are like I think they have the personality that matches up to that kind of behavior.
Oh yeah,
I'm not slick at all. I cannot do this stuff well.
I can't do that.
And I've been with guys who are just like, well, let's come to a solution, and then they like fucking give the $10.
Do you mean Jan?
I was like, just say Jan. Just say Jan.
Jan would do it. I've not seen Jan do it, but I bet Jan would do it.
No, it's like Jan. Jan has the energy that he could pull it off.
No, Jan has the energy he can pull it off without ever getting his wallet out. He's just like, let's talk.
Jan would do it, get rejected, and then not care that he was rejected. He'd just be like, okay, we'll go somewhere else. But to me, it's like that's crushing embarrassment.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like, you know what? You tell me it's full. I don't have a magical Karen that appears to sort it out for me. I guess.
I don't have like Karen's not my. I don't have like
magical Karen.
I don't have like a stand I can pull out. It's like cut in.
I don't have a Karen to come out and help me, so I guess I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, because like
I just go for trying to be a clown a little bit. Maybe they'll feel like, oh, that was funny. I'll let this guy in.
Yeah. I try and like humor my way through things. Right?
It doesn't work.
Because the thing about those bribes that I've seen is just like how do you know how much to give? You know, like how what's the right amount to bribe someone of like?
Well, if you're trying to get
situation?
into like a Michelin star restaurant, I don't know how that would work. That doesn't make any sense. But like a club, if it's a shit club, maybe you just give them like I don't know.
I got 6 pence.
Like I don't know what 2 drinks is in the club.
Yeah.
Maybe people who do this often know. There's a system. I don't know.
There's like a tier list, right?
Yeah, maybe they can explain it to me how it works based on like how nice or expensive the drinks are. I don't know. I've never heard of being rejected from a casino though. That's and only like drunk people get rejected from casinos normally. Were you tipsy, Gone?
I was not tipsy.
Like Garn's telling the story. Meanwhile, he was like 2 bottles deep.
He was like Wolf of Wall Street, like fucking crawling up to it.
That's how I remember it. At least I was. I'm sure it came out just like,
hello, my name is Gaunt Manitibo, and I'd like to enter this establishment. And meanwhile, I go,
get the loot. I've just learned from Japan.
Well, you said you had to take Sydney home, right? So odds are you probably, even if you did drink, you'd probably fucking sobered out.
Yeah.
You'd have to take Sydney home. So.
Yeah. That was a good night. We went to casino. It was a happy end to the story.
That's good.
It was the one time in my life that seeing someone go full Karen was
Actually
impressive,
working.
and it actually worked as well.
Damn. Not that I would ever have the balls to do it myself.
No, I was just standing there. And I was just, I was impressed.
That's what everyone needs, though. You know, like you don't need to be a Karen. You just need to know a Karen.
Yeah,
that's all you need. You just need that one mate who will be there to be a Karen.
Except for when they work for me.
Karens suck unless you can tell them to do something that you want to get out of.
No. Karens suck unless the manager or the person is being an equal asshole.
I agree.
You know,
agree.
like I normally I don't advocate for this like at all because you know service people go through enough. You know, service people go through.
When people I see videos, people like arguing at McDonald's, asking for free food. I'm like, what happened at birth that you became like this? Like, how you dropped hard enough to go to a McDonald's and like berate a 14-year-old kid?
You're just like being a brat about it, right? Like they're probably a brat their entire life.
You know, there are only very few points, and if the service person is being an asshole, yes, you should be a coward. Even though I still don't have it in me, even if they are being an asshole. There have been plenty of points where I'm like, I should go full Karen, you know, because there have been plenty of points where they have been the assholes, and I'm totally within my rights to go full Karen. But like, it's just so hard, man. It's so hard.
Luckily, Google reviews exist, so it's okay.
I mean, you know, like that fucker who ordered the 20 B52s. I would have loved to have like snapped back at him.
Yeah,
but I couldn't, man.
I
didn't have the balls.
Yeah, or when they tell you you get charged $4,000 to change your ticket.
I can't believe
so stupid.
Absolute state. Absolute state.